49ers and the Steelers. This is the Super Bowl we've never got. Right? This one somewhere along. This is the one you played on Madden, right? And you set it all up for that never happened. So the 49ers and the Steelers. It's probably not going to happen this year either. But I don't know. Anything can happen with the Steelers at any moment. We know the Niners have to be considered a little bit of a contender with their man Purdy. Do you believe? Was it real? Was it a fluke? He's back. Is he back too soon? He's in there. And many of the Steelers at home getting points. It's about as solid as a trend as you can get. But I don't know what do you got?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home. That's what I'm going to do here. They cover I think it's like 62% of the time they're at home.
I think
only
it's that. It feels like more.
It might be more. That's just what I have. But yeah, I kind of feel like it's going to be a little bit of an unknown with Purdy, right? We know that San Francisco has this elite squad, but we know it's a tough place to play. And for whatever reason, I mean, everyone is jumping on this Steelers team here to just totally outperform their numbers last year. I'm not so sure I'm a total believer in the Steelers, but I think they're going to give them a run for their money here early on, especially with folks like Kittle and stuff out still for San Francisco. I think this is going to be one of the knockout dragouts here, Ramon. But I like the Steelers and the points at home.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it also qualifies in some of those numbers that I was quoting there, if you like those, right? Because you got the road favorite the road favorite of less than 3 points again here. But I think for me, the thing with Pittsburgh, look, they're 0-5 in their last 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 home openers. But you look at the overall picture. Maybe this is why I thought it was such a more solid trend. Pittsburgh last 9 games as a home underdog, 7-1-1 against the spread. Pittsburgh also 10-3-1 against the spread when the spread is under a field goal. Now they were the favorite in some of those, but what it indicates is close games, right? So games that were expected to be close. That's where the Steelers have thrived, covering 10 of their last 14 in games rated a field goal or less. Meanwhile, we know San Francisco was undeniably hot last year with their winning streak, with the way they closed out the season, the playoff loss notwithstanding, and the injuries and the injury that occurred and all that. They still won 12 of their last 13, covering 10 of those games. So, but here's it. If I can just try to give something negatively on the Niners. I mean, look, Purdy was, 7-1 as a starter, but Pickett, they like him in Pittsburgh. If you can get those fans on your side, then you're the man. Until
what is the stuff I've seen on Twitter? You've probably seen it, right? Is Kenny Pickett better than Lamar Jackson at juking out the safeties? Have you seen that?
I don't know, about that, but look, for a guy that comes in, Pickett was never drafted to be the savior. It was kind of like let's draft the home kid, see if it worked, and that's kind of sometimes the way things work out in Pittsburgh. And but how about this? The Niners 6-9 against the spread in those same games. So I talk about Pittsburgh 10-3-1 in their last 14 when the games are 3 or less on the spread. San Francisco 6-9 in their last 15 when the spread is 3 or less. So I'm going to take the Steelers with you, and we're going to be on the Steelers, of course, in this one. All right, and I think the Niners. I think they'll be fine. I think that someone's going to have to challenge this Eagles team. And
I hope we get that one at 3. We'll see.
Yeah, no. Well, again, here we're gonna buy. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna make sure I get a field goal out of this. I'm gonna lay some juice. I don't care about what anybody says. I want to win.
Right. I think that's more important.
I'm taking money line on Pittsburgh actually on some of it, so I'll be doing both. I'll be spreading it all over the place there. I'll do some 2.5, but 3.5 money line. All right. And let's see, maybe not. Oh, pick another public dog. Yeah, Mommy, maybe we're on that public dog.
Oh goodness.
Are we? Okay. Sounds cool.
Probably in a bad mood today, Rick said.
Well, no, I don't know. It just seemed like to me, San Francisco, they're definitely a contending team in the NFC. Pittsburgh, they're hoping to, play well enough to, be that perennial playoff team that they usually are. But really, they've been barely five. What are they? 9-8 and 9-7 last year with the tie. So they've been just over 500.